Welcome back to the Velvet Room, Trickster. I must congratulate you on your progress. You have taken a significant stride indeed.
I can't help but wonder if I'll finally be able to finish a peaceful night's sleep. I'm spent. However, I can't deny it. I don't mind clarifications on what's going on.
Your strength is commendable, Trickster, and not at all common. You've accomplished something quite unprecedented. In light of the Counselor's reality merging with the metaverse, I theorize that dreams, being the deep subconscious part of the minds, could serve as a gateway to the cognitive world. I'm pleased and rather proud to find that I was correct. I'm also deeply impressed by your resilience.
Enough with the compliments. I need answers. I need to be certain that the metaverse has indeed merged with reality. It seems implausible, given that the metaverse I saw in my dream was an utter distortion, bearing no resemblance to either the real world or the metaverse I once knew.
The realm you've seen in your dreams is indeed the cognitive world, yet it is unlike the metaverse you knew. It has merged with reality due to the Counselor's influence, who now holds the position of the world's treasure. His persona, Azathoth, gives him the power to manipulate cognition to a great extent, much like your own rebellious spirit, allows you to perceive the world under his control.
So, it's Hereward that enables me to cross from my dreams to the metaverse?
Indeed, Hereward acts as a catalyst for your desire to uncover the truth, guiding your subconscious to manifest your perception in a form that you can navigate within the cognitive world. This is also why your magician partner was able to accompany you. He was physically close to you, just as those close to a metanav user were pulled into the metaverse in the unaltered reality. Your persona's power is still unfolding, but your potential is singular and will surely allow you to reach your goals.
What about Loki or Robin Hood? What happened to them?
Do not underestimate the Counselor's intelligence. He recognized the threat you pose as a rebel from the beginning, and has accordingly manipulated the general cognition to limit your powers. In his reality, you have never been involved with the metaverse or the Phantom Thieves. You have just awakened to a persona for the first time tonight. As for your partner magician, while he has been beyond the Counselor's influence for a few weeks, he has never been perceived as a threat, hence his retained persona. The same will likely apply to anyone you help break free from the Counselor's influence with your powers.
This son of a bitch. I genuinely hope I'll get them back somehow. Why does the cognitive world look like this? And why was I on Shido's former palace in my dream?
The cognitive world embodies human comprehension and perception. The merging with reality under the Counselor's influence has turned it into a global-scale cognitive world, an interpretation of the world as perceived by the collective unconscious. Regarding the manifestation of this symbolic place, it is likely due to the contradiction you represent by your existence in this world as opposed to the real one. The broad cognition influenced by the Counselor conflicts with your personal understanding of the truth and its expression through Hereward's powers, thus generating a distortion. As you continue to expose the fallacies of the Counselor's reality and disrupt its stability with your abilities, I anticipate more such distortions will emerge.
That's a lot to take in.
Indeed, it is, but I have faith in you. Remember that the key to understanding and influencing this world lies in the strength of your bonds. The deeper and more genuine your relationships, the more power you will have to face the challenges that lie ahead.
But how do I get a handle on this power? It seems to be confined to my dreams. Am I going to drop into this cognitive world every time I nod off? And as for leaving the metaverse, can I control it as well instead of passing out like a pathetic weakling?
This power, as with all others, is for you to unearth, comprehend, and master. But fear not, for you shall not be left unassisted. Upon your awakening, you'll find a gift intended to aid you in managing this newfound capacity.
A gift? What kind of gift?
You will find out soon enough. As for exiting the metaverse without losing consciousness, you must learn to shift your perception. It requires strength of will and understanding of your power. I recommend the beneficial company of a trusting partner at all times. Shall you decide to investigate further?
So I just need to adjust my viewpoint?
In essence, yes. Your journey is one of self-discovery, Trickster. The answers you're seeking are all within you.
You do have a knack for making everything sound like a game, don't you? This isn't a game. The stakes are real.
Maybe it is, young Trickster. The world often operates like one, with each action and reaction shaping the end result. Such is its nature. As for your wildcard abilities, you will now grasp the true significance of this space, the Velvet Room, just as other tricksters have done before you. This sanctuary will aid you in managing the variety of personas accompanying you on your voyage. When you next step foot in the cognitive world, I shall offer you access to this haven, standing by to lend assistance should you harbor questions about this remarkable capability. I gather you've already acquired a new persona. However, it would be wise to savor the remaining hours of rest you have, for you will require the energy for what lies ahead in the real world.
I won't deny it, I'm wiped out. But
Exercise patience, Trickster. Your journey is arduous. It is not a sprint, but a steady climb to defeat a power that surpasses anything you faced before. It's time for you to return to your rest. Farewell, and good luck.
can't believe it's already 4 in the afternoon. I slept far too long.
Considering how intense last night was, it's not a problem. Plus, it's Sunday. You didn't have any plans, right?
True, but I hate wasting time. There's so much to do and, well, I suppose you're right. Last night was a big step forward. I'm still processing it, to be honest. And check this out. This is the gift he spoke of. I'm not sure of its function, but when I press it... See? It glows. It seems to function as a switch of sorts.
That's cool. You should try it out tonight. Doesn't it look a bit feminine, though?
Well, I don't plan to show it off. It'll be under my glove. The butterfly design is a bit too similar to what Akira said about Lavenza, and I don't want him asking questions.
Lavenza? He didn't mention her this time either, did he?
No, he didn't, and I'm not naive enough to bring it up.
Still, it's crazy, right? You can enter the metaverse through your dreams. I've never heard of such a power before.
Maybe it wasn't possible until reality merged with the cognitive world. I don't know. I'm as curious as you are, but all we can do is investigate. I don't think I'll play with this ring tonight, though. I have a busy day tomorrow. I need to be rested. If I don't find a job by the end of next week, I'll be late on my rent.
But with the metaverse, you'll soon be swimming in money. Haha.
I still need to find a legitimate job, remember? Discretion is key. Speaking of which... Oh, looks like I have several missed calls. I'll check on them later. It's just Anne. Hey, I hope you're taking good notes, Trinity. What on earth is she talking about?
I might have an idea, but I still can't believe you're okay with someone always listening in. It's not like you to not keep any secrets at all.
Well, that privilege was lost when I brought you home, wasn't it? Besides, I can still do this. There, we're alone now. In all honesty, if Futaba wanted to know something, I know she has the skills to find out. It's better to have her listen in and be on our side. However, that means we'll need to introduce her to the cognitive world at some point, and soon.
But if she gets her memories back, Wakaba will...
Ishiki has been gone for a long time. Her being alive is just another one of Maruki's fabrications. We can't forget that. Still, she's an important figure, and her knowledge could be incredibly useful. We'll need to time everything just right, and consider Futaba's feelings too when we decide to reveal the truth.
You're right, I guess. I just hope she doesn't betray us. She seems way bolder than the Futaba we knew.
I'm more concerned about you not betraying me, Morgana. If you grow too fond of me, you might prioritize my life over our mission. Isn't that right?
I agreed to help you, fully aware of the implications. Don't get cocky just because you've made your first friend.
Correction, my first pet.
I am not your pet.
Who could that be? Akira?
Oh no, I completely forgot. It's Sunday. I invited Haru over to give you a cooking lesson.
What? And when were you planning on telling me this?
With everything that's been happening, it completely slipped my mind. I'm really sorry.
This place is a disaster! I'm in my pajamas, my hair's a mess, my face is...
Calm down, Akechi. It's okay.
It is not! Shit. Oh, shit. Fuck. Just one moment, please. Morgana, I swear, you're going to pay for this!
I'm sorry. Good afternoon, Akechi-kun. Morgana-chan, I hope I'm not interrupting anything. Good afternoon, Haru-chan. Come on in. Akechi's been waiting for you.
Ah, Haru-san, I'm glad you could make it.
Akechi-kun, your place. It has a lot of personality.
Ah, yeah. I apologize for the state of things. I lost track of time this morning.
It's usually much cleaner. Don't worry about it, Akechi-kun. It gives the place a lived-in feel. Now, where shall we begin?
Well, to be honest, I'm not very experienced in the kitchen.
Yeah, I thought he could use some guidance in the basics, like cooking meat and fish properly and chopping vegetables. No worries, we'll start from the basics, and I'll guide you step by step. Cooking can be quite enjoyable once you get the hang of it. Alright, let's get started then. The first thing we'll tackle is chopping vegetables. It's essential for many dishes. Akechi-kun, have you ever used a knife before?
On various occasions, but in the kitchen, not so much.
Akechi, not to worry. I'll teach you the proper techniques. Hold the knife like this and keep your fingers curled inward to avoid any accidents.
Like this?
Excellent! Now, let's start with something simple. We'll begin by chopping these carrots. Make sure to apply even pressure as you slice through them.
All right.
Wonderful job. You're getting the hang of it. Next, let's move on to onions.
Onions? That shouldn't be too difficult.
Ah, cutting onions can be a bit tricky. They have a tendency to make people tear up, just like your murders. I'll show you a technique that might help.
What?
Start by cutting off the top end of the onion and then peel off the outer skin. Keep the root end intact, as it helps hold the layers together while you chop. Perfect! Now make vertical cuts from the top towards the root end. Keep the daughter intact, yet dismantle everything else. Keep the slices close together, but not too deep. And then remember to cut across, ensuring the pain doesn't quite reach the core. But it's always there, isn't it?
Stop! Is it just me, or is there a strong smell coming from the onion?
Yes. Cutting onions can cause that. It releases a gas when they're cut, which irritates our eyes and makes them tear up.
Haru-san, you weren't kidding. My eyes, they're stinging. I can't open my eyes anymore.
Looks like Akechi is getting a taste of the not-so-glamorous side of cooking. It happens to everyone. Even experienced chefs have their eyes water when they cut onions. But don't worry, there are a few tricks to help minimize the effects. Would you like me to show you?
God, it won't stop. Yes, please. I'd appreciate any tips to make this process more bearable.
One effective method is to keep a bowl of cold water nearby while cutting them. The gas released by the onions is attracted to the water, reducing its presence in the air and minimizing the irritation.
Really? I had no idea. This is quite unexpected.
Just take a quick break and let the water absorb the gas. This time, I will finish chopping it for you.
No, I'll finish it. I refuse to surrender against a vegetable.
Great job, Akechi-kun. Now that we have our ingredients ready, let's move on to the cooking process.
I appreciate your patience and guidance, Haru-san. I'm learning a lot today, and I'm grateful for the opportunity.
You're doing amazing, Akechi. Soon enough, you'll be able to cook delicious meals on your own. By the way, Akechi-kun, I actually wanted to ask you something. I hope it's okay.
Go ahead, what's on your mind?
I heard something about you on the news this morning. Is it true that you and Akira-kun are...
The news? How so?
Yes, there was a news broadcast about you. And Akira-kun, about you two being in a relationship.
I see. So our private life has become public fodder. It's to be expected, isn't it? Once a media darling, always a media darling. Only now, it's not my detective skills they're interested in.
I didn't mean to upset you, Akechi-kun. I'm not particularly surprised, considering how you two were acting at the last party, but I wanted to hear it from you.
I appreciate your honesty, Haru-san. Yes, it's true. Akira and we're together. But I hadn't expected it to be broadcast to all of Shibuya by breakfast.
Yeah, that was fast. We should have stopped Oya from writing about it.
Going to this event was definitely a mistake.
We'll handle it, Akechi, just like everything else.
I suppose we have no choice, do we?
I can sympathize, Akechi-kun. Being the daughter of the Okamura Foods CEO, the media is always prying into our lives too. It's not easy. Sometimes, I dream of unleashing my gardening shears on the paparazzi. Just slightly below their hair, you know?
Ha! That's one way to handle it, certainly.
Haru, you're joking, right? Of course, Mona-chan. Or am I?
Well, if it comes to that, Haru-san, just know I'll provide the perfect alibi for you.
What are you two talking about? All right, Akechi-kun, it's time to get back to cooking. Let's move on to filleting the fish. We'll need to remove the bones and skin to get a clean fillet.
Fillet of fish. That brings back memories. Haru-san, before we proceed, may I share something? I actually have a fondness for sushi. Is there any chance we could learn how to make sushi instead?
Of course! I had no idea you enjoyed sushi. I'd be delighted to show you how to prepare it properly. Sushi? Oh, now we're talking! I can't wait to see Akechi's sushi skills. First, we'll need to clean and debone the fish. Let me show you the proper technique.
Thank you.
Now, after we've prepared the fish, we need to cut it into thin, even slices for our sushi. It's essential to have precise knife skills for this.
Haru-san, your knife skills are incredible. It's like watching an artist at work.
Thank you, Akechi-kun. Knife skills do require practice, but with time, you can achieve similar results. Let me show you the technique.
I've always appreciated the delicate artistry of sushi, and being able to make it myself is truly a dream come true.
Excellent, you're a quick learner. Remember to maintain a steady hand and let the knife do the work. Each slice should be smooth and precise. Look at that! Who would have known he's a natural when it comes to sushi making?
I couldn't have done it without you, Haru-san. Thank you for going above and beyond to teach me this incredible skill.
It's my pleasure. Cooking is not just about nourishment. It's a form of self-expression and a way to bring joy to others. I'm glad to see you are still remembering his face when you shot him. Now, let's dig in and savor the fruits of our labor. Itadakimasu!
No, Morgana, no sushi for the forgetful. It's a shame, though, they look delicious.
What? Please? I'm sorry, I'll make up for my forgetfulness, please!
Very well, then. In that case, your punishment will be as follows. We'll invite Anne, and you'll both have a little chat to sort things out. No more running away.
Punishment? Fair enough. We have a deal. Thank you. So, how are you really feeling about this, Akechi? Back under the spotlight again.
To be honest, Morgana, I think this may be the best thing that could have happened.
Really? I would have thought... Well, after everything.
You're right. Before, I would have dreaded this. The media was my prison, a curse and a terrible addiction. But this time, it's different.
Different how?
The media is a powerful tool for influence. What better tool to use against Maruki than awakening the public to the state of their reality?
Ah, I see. Using the spotlight to our advantage. But aren't you worried about the price of that attention?
I don't make the same mistakes twice. I don't give a shit anymore about how the public sees me. I just need for them to listen to what I say. The main difference with last year is that I'm not alone in this.
Alright. This is war, then.
We're at war indeed.